Moving on, Russia's war economy is beginning to show cracks. For the last few years, massive military spending pushed wages higher and kept the economy growing despite Western sanctions. But now, that very spending is becoming too expensive to sustain, leaving many businesses struggling to survive. Russia's wartime economy has created an unusual situation. As the government pours huge amounts of money into defense production and military recruitment, companies have been forced to compete for workers by offering significantly higher salaries. That has boosted incomes for many Russians, but businesses outside the defense sector are now struggling to keep up with rising labor costs. The problem is simple, that there aren't enough workers. Hundreds of thousands of Russians have either joined the military, moved into defense industries, or left the industry since the war began. That has created one of Russia's worst labor shortages in years. And as a result, wages have risen much faster than productivity, squeezing company profits and making it increasingly difficult for civilian businesses to hire and retain employees. The rapid wage growth has also fueled inflation to control rising prices. Russia's central bank previously raised interest rates to as high as 21%, making borrowing far more expensive for businesses and consumers. At the same time, government officials are reportedly warning that Russia's budget deficit is expected to remain around 2.6% of GDP in 2026, and that's the highest level since the war began as military spending continues to climb. For now, military spending is still keeping parts of Russia's economy afloat, but economists warn that an economy driven largely by war cannot indefinitely support soaring wages, high inflation, labor shortages, and rising government deficits all at once. So the challenge for Moscow now is balancing the cost of sustaining the war while preventing growing pressure on the wider civilian economy.